Phoenix Suns sneak out of Chicago, defeating the Bulls in an overtime thriller, 116-115. And more importantly, this road trip is finally over, and the Suns are back at 500. They're at 4-4, which is the best thing I can ask for right now. If you guys don't follow me yet on X/Twitter, be sure to do so, because I'm always commenting and tweeting about the Suns. And if this is your first time here at the channel, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Suns content. I'll be covering them all season long. But the main important thing that I was looking for out of this road trip is you can't just dig yourself in a hole. As long as we can be at 500 right now, 4-4, we're giving ourselves the best chance. KD's playing really well. I think it was like his 5th straight game with scoring 25 plus points. He's been an engine for us that has been keeping us afloat. And then obviously Bradley Beal's first game as a Phoenix Sun. We're definitely going to dive into that, but be sure to like and subscribe, and let's jump on in. A couple of fun things that happened. It was not Kevin Durant who was our top scorer tonight. It was Grayson Allen, and man, I gotta eat crow. I gotta tell myself and tell you guys that I was wrong about Grayson Allen. First night, or I think it was the second night, you guys can check out the video, but I was like, I'm good with the Grayson Allen experiment. I'm good. I don't think he should ever be part of the starting 5. And man, he's been such a consistent shooter for the Suns ever since that first night. Tonight, our top scorer, 26 points, but he also hit a career high 8 3-pointers, and the Suns needed every single one of them to get this win. And so I got to tip my hat to Grayson Allen, man. Like, he's been so important. It's only game 8, right? But he's been so important to this team. And just imagine, just dream with me that the 3 are back. So I'm talking about Book and KD and Beal. They're all playing together, and that's our bench. I think tonight, under pressured moments, the team or the player that you want to be comes out. And seeing the games that we did on this road trip, there's a lot of good things that I like. And Grayson Allen is one of them. Now let's talk about Nurkic. Nurkic, man, he's going to give me a heart attack. I go back and forth on this, and it's going to be here all season long. Everyone's going to be talking about Ayton versus Nurkic. Look, you guys know how I feel. Just look at the videos from earlier in the season. DA obviously is the better player, but Nurkic technically is the better fit for our system. And it's hard to determine or grade Nurkic right now because he hasn't played with all 3. If and when all 3 are together, Nurkic, you will see, is a great fit. But right now, a lot more is dependent on him. If Ayton was here right now, would we see something different? A little bit more offensive success? Absolutely, but that's not how this team is designed. But I'm going to stop talking about the comparison. Let's talk about his double-double. 26 points, and I believe it was 15 rebounds. Let me double-check that one. 16 rebounds. Oh, sorry. 20 points, 16 rebounds, 8 assists. This guy was 2 assists short of a triple-double. And we needed these players to step in. At the start of the game, I was like, this Bulls team is talented. You look at their starting 5. This is a really talented group. Kobe White, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Torrey Craig, shout out to the former Phoenix Sun, and then obviously Alex Caruso, who was a pest. And man, they're a physical team. Let me compliment the Chicago Bulls for a second. They are a physical team, and they were a pest all night long. They were getting under the Phoenix Suns' skin all night long. And if they can put it together, and you know, they can do some good things. I'll just leave it there. But they were a very physical team, and they gave the Suns a really good run for their money. I for sure thought it was over with the minute that we had left in overtime, but the Suns battled back. I mean, the Suns did a lot to deserve to lose this game. I mean, what was it? You can comment down below. It was like 6 minutes without a field goal, without making a shot. Of course, we went to the free throw line, and that's how we got some of the points. But, you know, KD, man, KD, we're so blessed to have him. Kevin Durant is carrying this team right now, and I'm on both sides. I'm like, we don't deserve him, but also he kind of deserves this. But he's carrying this team right now. We're 4-4. We're in a good spot so that whenever Book comes back, we'll be in a good place, and we'll definitely need him against the Los Angeles Lakers coming up this Friday. But another thing that I talked about, you know, I said in pressured moments, players step up and you get to see exactly what the DNA of this team is. Grayson Allen has been one of those. Jordan Goodwin has been a surprise early on in the season. But Bates Diop, KBD. He's been a very nice surprise early on in the season. And did you notice his defense on DeMar Rosen on that last shot in overtime? That is an underrated play, and that's the kind of depth that we can look forward to later in the season when hopefully we have all of our 3 stars playing at the same time. And so, close game. A little bit too close for my comfort, but the road trip is over. That's all that matters. We're at 4-4. We accomplished what I thought was more important, which was just keeping the boat afloat so that when these players come back, we're in a good position to make a run, to go on a winning streak. And look at Bradley Beal played 24 minutes, and his stat line was 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 points. Obviously going to be on a minute restriction until he gets back to full strength. But I really liked what I saw early in the game. He was making some shots, was a little rusty, obviously due to the injury, but he was hitting some three-pointers, hit back-to-back three-pointers. The defense obviously needs a little bit tweaking it, but I think just being around a defensive team like we have built will really help that. Obviously wasn't in towards the end of the game. I would have loved to see him at the end of the game, but at this moment I don't know the exact reason for that. I'm sure Coach Vogel is going to speak to that in his press conference. So that'll be interesting to see if it was actually a minute restriction or not hopefully that it wasn't some sort of re-aggravating of the back injury he's been dealing with early on in the season. But those are my honest opinions of that. I mean, it's such a small sample size, you really can't judge too much, but from what I saw, I enjoyed, I liked, and man, KD's a one-man team. And he's a good one-man team, 25 points, and he really came up clutch tonight and really carried this team, and Grayson Allen did as well, and Nurkic made some big plays at a big time. But that's what you want to see. You want to see a team win like this. A lot of people contributed, so that's it. We're at 4-4. We're at 500. Let me know how you feel at this point of the season. This was a good win. It was a big win, especially without our guys. And that's it for Bradley Beal's debut. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next game.